Hello, welcome to another Quick Looks. This is Lordking Science giving you a quick look at Dungeon Defenders 2. So it's similar to Dungeon Defenders 1. 4 classes to start out with. Monk, Wizard, I'm playing the Knight, Huntress is over here. Still in the works right now, so the shop's still coming. The costume shop's coming. This game will go free to play eventually. Right now it is $25 on Steam. When the cosmetic stuff is added in, you will receive $25 of in-game credit. This is your weapon or item upgrader. You put the items in those slots and that in the middle. Here, I'll just give you a quick look. Here's this. So you share gold across all characters. I made a new knight just so we can see the first mission and everything again without being too overpowered. So you put your item here, then I'll say the sacrifice items there, and then you'll upgrade it at a cost. There are a few vendors in game. Here's your relic vendor. These give you just like a side bonus. So you see, it'll give you more defense power and more defense health for your turrets. You share inventory as well. So you see I have these bags here of all the gear, and you can sell it. This guy's a weapon seller, so you can buy this with level requirements, obviously. When you first spawn in, you'll start in the social tavern you see in the top left there. This is where pretty much a group tavern. They have these dummies you can test your items on, your traps and stuff, and your own personal attack to see what your DPS is. So that way you know what's going on. This is the bug report, so you know, spend some time sharing your trouble with the tavern keep. Neat thing. They have a few things in I'm not sure added in all the way. There's a stubborn old man with the white text above his name, which thus far has indicated some sort of interaction. So you usually have a way to interact with them. Like these guys don't have any name or interaction thing. So that guy does, and I presume he's going to be added for something. And then there's this secret meetings table. No idea what either of those are yet. It's just the back room. So I'll go ahead and hop into a game. There doesn't seem to be a lot of low-level players on, honestly. There's much more so I'll actually remove that hero for now, so because my monk is such a higher level, I'm being added into this game here, so it's higher level than he was. So this is one of the maps. This is the second map in the game, actually. The second thing. So you see they must have a monk at some point because their turrets are still there. These are the mana chests now. They're not active right now. But when they are, they'll go glow green. There are usually 4 per map, and only 1 person can get them. I'm sorry, by that I mean, if I go up and use this chest here, this other guy can't go up and use it also. He would have to find, like, he'd have to use this chest here. And you cannot, once you use one, you cannot, so if I pick up this one, I can't then run over and pick up that one. And what this guy's saying here, he's saying go up by the subcore. That's something new as well. They've added in these subcores, which control a new path. So as long as this stays alive, this path won't open. But if the minions break this path down, this will open up and they'll just be able to walk right out of there. So it adds a secondary focus. The first map you play is pretty easy to solo. I mean, you have to try to fail that one. It's kind of difficult, but it's easily manageable. After that point, it's pretty much impossible to solo any of these, at least in my experience, while you're leveling up. So I would say, you know, potentially hesitate buying this game, unless you got friends to play with. Just because there's not a lot of low-level players. You can see here I have a staff that has the electric function on it. So whenever I hit something, it causes that chain lightning effect. So your first ability is just the slam on the ground, they fly up in the air. Second ability is like a force push, so you push them all backwards and do a little bit of damage. 3 heals you and nearby allies. So that's your group heal there. I'm gonna turn down this volume here. Just 'cause that's a little loud. And then you have your own heal. So you have 2 different types of mana now as well. You have the green mana and you have the blue mana. Blue mana is your abilities, and the green mana is what you use to build. So now you no longer have to sacrifice, oh, do I want to build a turret, or do I want to be able to use this ability? Or, oh no, I just use an ability, now I can't build anything. So they split that up so you can still actually engage them on a one-on-one with more than just auto attacks. You see here, I'll give a quick run around. Outside the maps, or outside the waves, there are little purple lines, which I'll show as soon as the wave's over. You can see top right there, it says we're wave on 3 out of 5, with only 3, now only 1 left. So now the wave's over. So you get a bunch of gold, these chests become activated, these strange Ewok-looking spirits come up. You absorb their soul in return for some green mana. And now you're free to build. And these are the purple lines I'm talking about. So it shows you which gate goes where. It also tells you above each spawn how many creatures there are. That becomes important later when you have things like the orcs when you first start out, or like the other higher level monsters later on, because it will change that to a red bar with an exclamation mark next to it, indicating, you know, here's where all the bad guys are coming from, watch out for it. You can't put it too close to the spawner. And then this is the new, you see the EQZ there, that's the new menu to deal with that kind of stuff. So I'll do that, and then I'll drop a, actually I'll stay over here, I'll drop a Serenity buff. So this boosts my damage and heals me slightly. Oh yeah, inspect it. So it buffs me, it increases heal power and damage. So I have specs for that. These are the communications, you know, help me, defend, build, repair, upgrade. You also can no longer sell other people's stuff. So I walk here, it's like, okay, I can't sell, I can't do anything about it. So you can't actually mess with people anymore, which is an improvement, I think. So I put that here simply because I'm actually fighting. I didn't have a lot of mana to upgrade stuff as I would have liked, but I have enough. Since I'm staying here and fighting anyways, it makes more sense to put down this Serenity Totem so I do more damage, because I'm kind of acting as a turret. Monk Totems, like before, degrade over time, so they're not going to last forever. They are not actually damaged by anything like minions, they just degrade. Nope, that was the wrong button. That was a mistake. That's fine. Z is to sell. And there's, as you saw, I just completed a challenge. So on the side of this game, there are also like challenges, separate missions you can do. Like, oh, get to level 10. I just saw a knock up, so I knocked up a bunch of minions, so I got extra gold and extra experience. Now it's easier to level up now. So those are little, sorry about that. Those are little side paths, or side goals in the game that you can do. So it's not just a tower defense, you also have like some RPG quest elements mixed in. Oh, cart's under attack. Oh, never mind. They took care of it. Someone just died. You see top left, my health bar is getting a little bit low, so I'm gonna heal up with that. The healing apparently doesn't cost any mana, which is interesting. But it only heals you a little bit at a time. Something's hitting me. Oh. Awesome. I'll go ahead and go pick up some all its gold. And you see there, 4 players, large item chance. So when you play, at the end of each mission, you'll unlock a chest. And the more players you have, the better chance you have of getting better loot. Which is kind of weird in my opinion. You'd think lower players, better loot because you're doing more work. But, you know, design choices are design choices. What are you going to do about it? The other odd thing, I'll see if I can find something here. Here. So you can't actually see if the items are better for you until you hit left shift. And then it'll tell you, oh, you know, is it good or it's bad. And you see here, this is what I was talking about. So this warns you, if you hold left shift and look at it, it'll tell you what's coming out. So it says, oh, there's, you know, the 9 and 18 regular ones, 18 bomb throwers, 4 Drakens, and 6 of the war beasts, I guess. And you see there's that symbol next to them. That means they're resistant to magic, so you have to kill them with physical damage. So some of them have special, I'll say buffs for lack of a better word, but defenses that can act as just an extra challenge. So you can't necessarily just kill them with like turrets and such. You have to actually engage, or you can't just kill them with one type of turret. It encourages you to have a mix of people. Here's last wave here, so this will be a quick game. And yeah, right click does your ranged attack, which can be helpful. Lots of orcs over here, but that's okay. What the heck? Nothing's back there to get in, alright. That's the sewer control, by the way. The sub core is the sewer control. So when you see that's under attack, you gotta go defend it, otherwise bad stuff happens to you later when more minions start spawning. Although I don't know if it applies during the round, like if they open it right now, if it'll apply now or next turn. So it might not actually be a big problem in your last wave. You might be able to say, you know, whatever, just ignore it. Or if they start spawning as soon as it opens. I've never had one open, so I don't really know yet. And you gain more green mana as you kill stuff, which is nice. It actually gives you, as far as I can tell, I think it gives you less green mana the more players you have. So instead of getting a max amount, you'll get a lesser one because you have 4 players. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I think happens, as far as I can tell, because I'm getting a lot less. Because normally I have enough to build a couple things, and here, I'm going to heal all my teammates here. I normally have enough green points to build multiple turrets and then upgrade some of them. So it's really weird that I can't this time. So I'll upgrade this. Upgrading it also repairs it. Which is nice. See, now it's back up to full. You can't repair other people's stuff though. Sorry, you cannot repair it as high as they can repair it. So I'll like repair that one, or I won't actually. Game's over. But if you repair it, if you repair your own turret, it will repair higher than if someone else repaired it for you. Here's the chest I was talking about. So everyone has their own personal chest, and we'll see if it upgrades here. So here's the chest gonna open. Occasionally when you open it, it upgrades to something better. Here's a bunch of gold and stuff. So here's another pole arm for me. And that's pretty much the game. There are a handful of levels again. A lot more people are high level, so unless you have friends or you're just really lucky, I would say just wait and hang out and wait for the game to get a little bit more popular, because it's kind of difficult. Like normally when I join, there's no one here. And one more feature I'd like to point out, if you see top left how it says LV and a down green arrow next to our name, that means we have our levels downgraded. This level is below what my level is. I think I just turned level 10 and this is like the second mission, so it's like a 3 to 4 mission or something. So if you're above the level, it reduces you down to the max level of the map you're playing on. So this must be between like a 3 and a 5 for you can enter it at level 3 and the max level is level 5, which is why we're all downgraded to level 5 now. And that's pretty much it. This has been quick looks at Dungeon Defenders 2.